Are you tired of the same old financial advice that never seems to get you ahead? Well, get ready to shatter your preconceived notions as we dive into an eye-opening discussion with a retired CEO who is about to expose 4 life-changing money lessons they don't teach you in school. But first, let me ask you, have you ever heard of the $10,000 a month, 65-year-old employee? One simple sentence is all it takes to deliver an emotional shockwave. I actually ran this question through my head. The answer: none. But I must be clear. I do not have any friends in their 60s earning 5 digits as an employee. That's me. You may have. However, this question is a great start to a mind-opening conversation. Lesson 1. How long can you last in a $10,000 a month job? Now let's explore an intriguing question that doesn't have a simple answer but sparks meaningful discussions. To clarify, we're not talking about burnout or stress from work, but rather the duration of earning a high income. In the professional world, there is a natural process where younger and ambitious individuals often replace older employees. Advancing in a company becomes a challenge to maintain one's income, and unfortunately, age discrimination can sometimes play a role. To shed light on this, let me share the perspective of a retired CEO who has worked in renowned companies. This person, having different experiences and insights, realized that sustaining a $10,000 monthly income at the age of 65 would be challenging, particularly in demanding roles like consultancy. Consider this: even achieving a $10,000 monthly income in your 30s or 40s can be difficult. Now, imagine the additional stress and pressures one would face at the age of 65 to maintain that same level of earnings. It can be quite overwhelming to contemplate. So, while I don't personally know anyone in their 60s earning a 5-digit monthly income as an employee, this question raises important points about income longevity and the challenges that older employees may encounter in the workforce. It's crucial to understand that this discussion isn't meant to discourage or doubt the capabilities of individuals in their 60s. Instead, it serves as a reminder to consider the realities of employment and the potential difficulties that may arise when trying to sustain high income levels as we age. Lesson 2. Ambitions expire as we age. Don't waste a good life story. As we grow older, it's not uncommon for our ambitions and dreams to lose their spark. This is something that many people experience, and it's an important realization. We may see it happening around us. Individuals in their 40s and 50s who used to have big career aspirations now seem to settle for less. They prioritize other aspects of life such as family, mental health, and achieving a better work-life balance. While these are valid considerations, there is often a common thread of regret tied to the ambitions we let go. The message here is that we shouldn't let our dreams expire as we age. Instead, we should hold on to them and strive to make them a reality. Our ambitions shape our life stories and bring us a sense of fulfillment. So it's essential not to give up on our dreams while they still hold significance to us. Lesson 3. We don't have to separate work and life. Let me be honest. When I first heard this idea, I thought it was just a way to make me work harder. It annoyed me a little. But then, I had a chance to discuss it further with someone, and I realized there was more to it. This person explained that we don't have to constantly juggle between work and personal life. We don't need to separate our vacations from work completely. They gave an example of becoming an expat, someone who works in a different country while exploring new places. Life doesn't have to be a simple choice between yes or no. They shared different ways to have the best of both worlds. For example, if you want to climb the corporate ladder and see the world, you can become an expat. If you're looking for income security and the potential for higher rewards, you can aim to become a senior executive. And if you dream of running your own business without taking too much financial risk, you can set up a country office. They listed many other possibilities too. To me, the ideas they shared were enough to show that we can find ways to integrate our life demands and work ambitions if we really think about it. Of course, it's a big if, because it requires careful consideration and planning. So the key point here is that we don't always have to choose between work and life. There are ways to blend them together and find a balance that suits us. It's all about exploring different options and thinking creatively. Lesson 4. Small money today, big money tomorrow. Consider this simple concept. Small money today, big money tomorrow. It holds an important truth related to compounding interest. The idea is that small amounts of money, when allowed to grow over time, can turn into substantial sums. Think about it this way. Let's say you have a 10% compounding rate. The tricky part about percentages is the base number. While you might think about a 10% pay raise, others might consider a 10% growth in sales. The question arises, whose base number is bigger? Why not aim for the bigger base? This concept explains why some people choose to become entrepreneurs, while others prefer the stability of steady employment. It's often easier to earn a monthly income when working for someone else, but building a business requires time, effort, and perseverance. Some entrepreneurs may not generate income from their ventures for several years. They invest their blood, sweat, and tears without immediate financial rewards. However, once the business starts to grow, the potential for significant financial gains becomes apparent. Take-home compensation can increase year after year, providing long-term benefits. Now you may wonder whether enduring the initial struggle and lack of income is worth it. The answer can vary for each person. Some individuals believe that the potential for long-term growth and higher earnings justifies the challenges they face in the early stages. In summary, the important lesson here is that starting with small amounts of money, or even no income in the beginning, can lead to substantial financial rewards over time. It's about recognizing the power of compounding and long-term growth, and being willing to make sacrifices early on to reap the benefits later. Now, let me share something interesting with you. People who don't speak English fluently often have a special quality. They tend to get straight to the point. They don't waste time with unnecessary words or complicated language. They want to make sure their message is clear and easily understood. For example, there's someone I know, a retired CEO, who is like that. He doesn't use fancy or complicated words because he can't. Instead, he explains his ideas using simple words, sometimes repeating them to ensure understanding. He really wants us to get it, and most of the time we do. Now, there's one particular lesson from this person that had a strong impact on me. It hit me emotionally and psychologically. It was about the idea of a 65-year-old employee earning $10,000 a month. That concept really struck a chord with me. It made me stop and think, could I imagine myself in that person's shoes? Could I picture myself working at that age and earning such a significant income? It's a question that doesn't have an easy answer. If I can't imagine myself in that position, it leads me to reflect on my own financial goals and dreams. The important thing to remember here is that this person's direct communication style and the thought-provoking question they posed had a strong impact on me. It made me think deeply about my future and what I want to achieve. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss an upload and you can enjoy the excellent content I send your way.